When everything fails. Why money, power, beauty, knowledge, and human ability cannot save you, and why only God can. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a world that constantly tells us that success is the answer. We are taught that if we can make enough money, gain enough influence, achieve enough success, acquire enough knowledge, or reach the right position in life, then we will finally find peace, fulfillment, security, and happiness. Yet reality tells a different story. Every day we see wealthy people battling depression. We see successful people living with emptiness. We see famous people trapped by addiction. We see intelligent people overwhelmed by confusion. We see powerful people unable to save themselves from fear, sickness, broken relationships, or spiritual darkness. This raises an important question. If all these things are supposed to save us, why do so many people still feel lost? This question is the foundation of my book, When Everything Fails. This book was written because many people spend their lives trusting things that were never designed to carry the weight of their deepest needs. They trust money. They trust power. They trust beauty. They trust education. They trust human systems. They trust relationships. They trust themselves. Yet sooner or later many discover a painful reality. There are problems money cannot solve. There are battles knowledge cannot explain. There are wounds success cannot heal. There are burdens human strength cannot carry. And there are situations where every door closes. Every solution fails, every strategy collapses. And every human answer reaches its limit. What happens then? What remains when everything else fails? This book takes readers on a journey beyond surface-level answers, and into one of the greatest realities of human existence. It explores why so many people continue repeating the same struggles despite sincere effort. Why some cycles seem impossible to break. Why many people achieve success externally while remaining empty internally. Why temporary solutions never create permanent transformation. And why the deepest human problems often require more than human solutions. The truth is that life is not merely physical. Life is spiritual. There are realities beyond what we see. There are battles beyond what we understand. There are influences beyond what logic alone can explain. And because of this, many people spend years treating symptoms while never addressing the root causes of their struggles. The result is frustration, exhaustion, confusion, and disappointment. His book challenges readers to look deeper, to move beyond appearances, to question the things they have trusted most, to confront uncomfortable truths, and to discover where lasting hope can truly be found. This is not a book about giving up. It is a book about discovering what remains standing when everything else falls apart. It is about finding truth when deception is exposed. It is about finding peace when circumstances refuse to change. It is about finding purpose when life feels confusing. And it is about discovering the one source that never fails. Throughout this book, readers will encounter powerful insights about success, failure, suffering, purpose, spiritual reality, and the limitations of human ability. But above all, they will encounter a message of hope. Because the central message of this book is simple yet life-changing. There are limits to what the world can offer. But there are no limits to what God can do. If you have ever felt trapped in struggles you cannot explain. If you have ever worked hard but remained frustrated. If you have ever wondered why success did not satisfy you. If you have ever felt empty despite having everything people said should make you happy. If you have ever reached a point where nothing seemed to work, then this book was written for you. Because sometimes God allows us to discover the limits of everything else so we can finally discover Him. And sometimes our greatest breakthrough begins where our own strength ends. When Everything Fails is more than a book. It is a wake-up call. A call to truth. A call to clarity. A call to spiritual understanding. A call to hope. And a call to transformation. Because when money fails, when power fails, when knowledge fails, when human ability fails, when worldly answers fail, only God remains. And the one who remains is more than enough. Thank you. You can find all these books on Amazon, Draft 2 Digital, D2D, Google Play Books, bookshop.org. Available globally, on all major platforms. If this message blesses you, share it. Recommend it to your family, your friends, your church, your community. Because knowledge changes lives, and truth sets people free. Order today. Read. Rise.